Hey now, it's Kamille's kind. Welcome back, welcome back. I got that tea for you. I'm just putting some resin all around every edge of everything right now. So all the edges will be slick to go. All right, y'all. We are back with the tea on these phone holders. So before we go can you just push that like button for me and subscribe? Don't forget to subscribe. Come on back anytime. But anything you do, get down there in them comments. Give me 3 words. 3 words. Any words. I don't care if you cussing me out, baby. Just put 3 words down there in them comments for me. If you don't mind. Thank you, please, thank you. And y'all, I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I pray for you. I hope you pray for me so we can stay what? Prayed up. All right, y'all. The tea about these phone holders. See, the thing is, when you're a content creator, you got to have some videos. So as I go along, I make all the characters and the platforms, and we do the blooms and the crackles and to show the different ways of doing stuff. And then at the end, you got a lot of characters, you got a lot of little platforms, and you take your time, which the video doesn't do the justice because it really took me over an hour to take my time and go through and make sure all these platforms and all these characters sit right. So my first movement is I always tape them up on the bottom. I put some masking tape right on that bottom, and when you get through, you can take your heat gun and then warm it up and then pull right on off. I've tried the glue technique. We talking about days of drying, and you know, sometime it might get stuck. So I would leave that to stuff like maybe skulls or something like that. But for just your phone holder, throw some tape on the bottom. Like I literally go through and make strips of tape at the bottom so I can touch the bottom, anything, and we still gonna pull right on off. And at the end of everything, I found me some cork on Amazon, and I'll try to remember to leave that in the description. And with the back adhesive, and I went through and I cut them out and put them on the bottoms of it, make it a nice, good, sturdy, clean finish phone holder. So whatever pieces that you decide you want to make, you can go through and keep all your pieces to the side and for a couple weeks and end up with a little choir. I call this my freshman class. Yeah, it's the first class of phone holders that sits in my booth for the year. And as you keep going and going along with making different projects, a lot of these were even just leftover resin or I had too much resin. So we made a little phone holder, make a little dish. Some things match, some things do. Hey, sometimes the ones that don't match make better phone holders. People like them better. Some people like real nice and clean, same color phone holders. So, hey, it's different people for different fun. So, whatever you decide to mix and match, then you got you a whole, little something, something to put on your table. And I priced mine right now, which I seen was a little steep, I think. But I'm not sure because we're going to try them again. With my smaller ones, the ones in the middle with the little hearts, I make those $15. My bigger ones with the animals, I made 20. And my statues of the man and the woman, I put at the price of 25. I only went to one event, y'all. And I don't know. It depends on where you go or what crowd you working with. More out there in the artsy world would like the statue better, maybe, and don't mind paying the $25. But at this point, I'm going to stick to the prices a couple times and see what we get out of it. Because the statue ones are more artistic and there's a little more, or a little less of a, crowd for them. Not everybody sees it the way maybe artists will see it. They'll see it more in a sexuality way. To me, I just seen art, something that when I walk into a museum, there's this giant sculpture of that standing there, and now I can create something that I've developed, along the way, through seeing projects and what I really wanted to have on my stand. I figured it would be a nice addition. So keep your eyes on what you like and what you appreciate. I got a lady out there making them now with her favorite little mummy, cutesy little mummy and little rocks and crystals. So there's multiple ways to create this. Put your imagination to what you do, and get you out some phone holders, because once you set that phone in them phone holders and they notice that that art piece turned into a functional piece, you definitely got you some dollars. I'm telling you, that table will start making little dollars, y'all. Okay, look at them, y'all. Check them out. I mean, y'all got to baby these things. Come back often and check on them. Make sure things don't move. Make sure things don't have no holes. Because this is your finish. This is the important part, yo. So remember, keep your eyes on them for the next couple of hours. Make sure you got everything exactly where you want it to sit. I also take my time, and before I do this, I put me a clean bag down so you can use the resin and that drips down. You know what I mean? So you get those little curves and edges. You know what I feel me? You see how you go around and make sure I also use my stick to try to make sure my little feet are even and wide apart. Some phone holders, I guess you could actually take a ruler to doing this and mark off where you want to put your feet. But hey, I'm out there, y'all. I will go for it and don't know the rules. So I never measure, but that allows space for people to try things out on the table. I love to see when people move them from phone holder to phone holder, find exactly which one that they like. You know, feel me? So you want to have variety anyway. Some people might like their phone sitting up straight. Some people like it where it got a little lean to it. But anywho, okay, thank you all so much for coming by and checking out the finish of my phone holders. And I hope to see your phone holders out there in the world. Come on back anytime. I love you much. And you all have a blessed evening. All right, y'all.